Welcome to the Realty Plus Real Talk Show, where we talk to industry experts to know their honest views and opinions and real facts and figures. And today we have with us Mr. Rahul Kirloskar, Executive Chairman, Kirloskar Pneumatic. He's a veteran of the industry and has been associated with the Kirloskar Group of companies for more than 30 years at senior levels in different capacities. Mr. Kirloskar, a very warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Kirloskar, as I mentioned, you are a veteran entrepreneur, and last year and a half has been quite challenging for the country and the Indian economy. So, how do you see or your views on the economic recovery in the present scenario?
So my belief is that the economic recovery has been far better than what I expected, let's say, at this time last year. At this time last year, we were just in a situation that, how long is it going to take us to go back to even keel? Most of the companies, at least in our group, had declared losses in the first quarter. And how long is it going to take to get back to normalcy? So it did take us 2 or 3 months, and then we suddenly saw a rebound in the Indian economy. And, things did go well until the second wave hit. And again, you had the same questions, but we are seeing that things are looking up and they are looking good.
Right. There have been a lot of incentives for the industries of the supply side, but do you think we need to do, or the government needs to do more for the demand side? Boosting consumer sentiments, buyer sentiments, consumption. Is there a need to do something more?
I think the government is doing as much as it can. All of us want the government to do something more every time, but there's a limit to. We also understand. I think all of us need to understand there's a limit to what the government can do, and I think with the limited amount of firepower that they had, they've done a pretty decent job.
Okay, so good job. Good. Full points to the government on that. And in terms of businesses, how do you see? We are talking about new normal. We are talking about next normal post COVID. How are you seeing the businesses? The mindset of the businesses changing in these current times.
So I think the first thing that we have learned is, sometime, let's say you rewind to January 2020, we were searching for answers to the question, what is digital? And, by April, all of us knew what digital was. So January of 2020, we did not know what digital was. By April or May of 2020, everybody knew what digital was. So I think most of the investments that we have made is that to make sure that we are digitally enabled, whether the offices are open or not. Now the factories have to work on the basis of people being there. So there we have not been able to make as much progress, but at least as far as the offices are concerned, as far as processes are concerned, we have learned that in the last 1.5 years, we can be fully digital and we can function from anywhere.
That's right. I think the biggest takeaway from this entire pandemic has been, the acceleration of digitization, as you rightly mentioned, especially in, most of the traditional businesses, especially, I come from real estate. So we can say real estate has been one of those traditional way of working, and, digitization has, been one of the force that real estate adopted. Even in terms of Kirloskar Group, you are a 130-year-old group with the legacy of so many years behind it. And now, six businesses led by you are, you have announced a refresh exercise. So what exactly is this revitalizing initiative, which you are aimed to turning the engineering focused businesses into a solution provider segment, B2C segment? So what exactly is this entire refresh exercise?
Yeah. So we were in what I would call more B2B businesses, and we were in a lot of intermediate products, right? That our products, we touch people in different ways where people don't even know that we are there behind. Like a lot of these cell phone towers are powered by our gensets. A lot of the fresh or refrigeration food that you get is the refrigeration is because of the compressors that we supply, the refrigeration that we do in the rural areas. The CNG stations, we have high market shares in the CNG stations, which are being built all across the country. So we were in those kind of businesses where people did not know we existed, but we did exist, and we did supply, and we did make sure that all our products are serviced so that nobody sees any interruption in service. Now, as we go forward, we are looking at ways of being in the finished product business or in customer touch points where we'll be more in B2C businesses. So we need to have a limitless vision to go forward. We need to make sure that there are no boundaries to our thinking, and we need to make sure that our people as well as our customers think of us as reliable partners.
Okay, all right. So now, you have been working behind the scenes. Now people will get to know to directly, interact with the Kirloskar Group. So that's fantastic. And all the best wishes on that. Also, Kirloskar Industries has forayed in the real estate segment recently and with the Aventis Spaces. So these are quite uncertain times. Real estate itself is going through a lot of changes and transformations and consolidation. So what was the idea behind, foraying in this segment at this point in time? And what are your, future plans or the current business plans for the segment?
Yeah, so a lot of our factories were located in, let's say, in the city of Pune, and when they were started in the late 40s or early 50s, they were outside of town, but now they've moved to the inside of town, right, in the middle of town. So we had what I, for want of a better word, a land bank which was available. The choice was either to sell the land or to develop it ourselves. So we decided that it's better that we develop it ourselves because we own the land and the company owns the land, and let's develop it and let's take it forward. Now, the only, what should I say, hitch that turned up was the pandemic. And at that point of time, we did think about whether we wanted to take this forward or to make sure or to sell off the property. However, I am of the strong opinion that, work from home will work up to a point. At the end of the day, there has to be teamwork. There has to be interaction, and you cannot have a situation where people are working from home or different locations where they don't meet each other and there is no camaraderie which is built up. So over a period of time, our first project is going to be ready in 2023 or 2024. So we do believe that offices will be back, and offices will be back big time. India will become a center for a lot of companies. A lot of investment is going to come into India for manufacturing or for offshore services or whatever, and therefore office spaces will be needed. So that's our opinion. And Pune is a very good city to be in.
Right. Pune has a very strong IT sector, and that drives the entire economy of the city. So if you can give us a brief about Venture Spaces, how are you developing this? Is it a commercial? Is it a mixed development? How are you looking at this development?
So it's primarily a commercial space. It's going to be leased out. It's going to be close to 2 million square feet of built up. It's in an area called Kothurud and in Pune, which is virtually the center of Pune. And it is going to be ready by 20. As I said, there are two buildings in it, and one will be of about 100,000 square feet. The other one is going to be about 1.7 million square feet or 1.8 million square feet. So the buildings will be ready by 2024, and it is going to be leased out. It is not for sale.
All right. Okay, fantastic. Another segment that Kirloskar has now moved in is the NBFC segment with the Arka FinCap. Again, NBFC segment itself has gone through a lot of changes, especially after the IL&FS 2019 crisis, a lot of consolidation, a lot of new regulations. What are your views on how this segment is going to grow going forward, and what are your plans for the business?
So we set up Arka about 3.5 years ago. Arka was set up it was set up primarily to start helping our network, whether it was of suppliers, dealers, etc., customers, to be able to access finance. And we have gotten into wholesale lending, real estate lending currently, and a small part for SME. We expect to get into retail lending in another year or year and a half down the line. So our simple philosophy has been that one, we are over a period of 3 or 4 years, we were going to put in 1,000 crores of capital, out of which we have already enthused about 800 crores, and 200 crores will go in over the next year and a half. That's the plan. And we are more looking at return of capital than return on capital at this point of time.
Okay.
So the company has been doing very well, and it is right where it should be in spite of the pandemic.
Okay, fantastic. So those were some positive viewpoints coming from Mr. Rahul Kirloskar. Now, before we let you go, a lot of changes, lot of revitalization exercise that you have been doing with the company, diversifications, asset monetizations. Now, how do you envisage the future growth of the company and the Indian businesses or the economy in general?
I've been very positive of the Indian economy for the last 4 or 5 years, because I think we are at the right place at the right time. We are also making sure, I think the government of India has done a good job on making sure that digitization has happened. In fact, a lot of times I find that the government of India is far ahead of private enterprise as far as digitization is concerned. So I'm very positive on India. Second is that I believe there will be a lot of investment coming into India over the next 3 or 4 years. And therefore, there will be a lot of opportunities for local companies to keep growing. And we do expect that over the next 3 or 4 years, we will grow at a good 10 to 15% rate as far as our companies are concerned on a yearly basis.
Okay, fantastic. Any words of advice? There are a lot of new startups. Every day we see some startups, especially in the digital space coming up. Any word of advice for the young entrepreneurs?
For them, I might be an ancient guy. So I don't know whether I should be the one who's giving the advice. But I think they are in a great place. And, I wish them well, because if the new companies do well, the whole country does well.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Rahul Kirloskar, for sharing your views and sharing your words of advice for our young entrepreneurs out there. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.